Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Hungry Tourist, and today we're going to be talking about two of my favorite cities in China. I'm going to be telling you about all the awesome things you can experience in these cities and why you should visit. But before we get started, please remember to like and subscribe to my channel for more content. All right, the first city I want to tell you all about is Shenzhen. Shenzhen! I'm sure you heard of it. So a little fun history on Shenzhen. Shenzhen started off as a small fishing village and has grown exponentially. Shenzhen is located in southeastern China and is known as a modern metropolis that links Hong Kong to China's mainland. The climate is warm, humid, subtropical. It's an advanced tech hub and is future-focused. Shenzhen is also called the Silicon Valley of China because it is home to Chinese tech companies like Huawei and producer of network hardware and communicating devices. I used to live in Silicon Valley, and I can kind of see some similarities between Shenzhen and Silicon Valley in the US. As far as the large tech buildings and the sea of young professionals. It's all right. I also caught on to a professional working environment there. I wouldn't say they're exactly the same, but there's definitely some parallels. Shenzhen is a great city to visit if you're already in mainland China or if you're in Hong Kong. We were in Hong Kong for some time and we decided to enter mainland China through Shenzhen via train. I think a lot of people think about entering China through Beijing or Shanghai, but taking a train is also a perfectly viable option. And as you probably know, US passport holders do not need a visa to enter Hong Kong, but they will need one to enter mainland China. So the accommodations were great. The room was huge. It had its own desk and basically like a living area, plus the bed and the bathroom. The Ritz-Carlton. I always enjoyed my time at the Ritz-Carlton. It's a 5-star hotel and it always delivers. Something I noticed about nicer hotels in China is that you always get a fruit basket. There was also this huge bed, like bigger than a California king. It was seriously humongous. It was over 11 feet wide. You might as well be in a different room as the other person you're sharing a bed with. And of course, this beautiful bathtub facing the skyline. And we had a great view. And they had a free breakfast. Most of the Ritz-Carltons in the US, you have to order off the menu for breakfast, but for this one, the buffet was included. And probably one of the first things that I noticed about Shenzhen as we were driving into it is the bright lights. From our hotel room, you could see all the bright lights of Shenzhen, and I really just wanted to go out and explore. Mall culture is real too, and they have such good restaurants in the malls. We went to this really cool barbecue place where you order all the meats on the skewers. The crowd was really young, just everyone looked like they were enjoying themselves. The food was delicious, of course. One thing though about Shenzhen is it is in a subtropical climate and it's warm and humid, so there are lots of mosquitoes. I even noticed in the outside restaurants they had mosquito repellent on all the tables, so yeah, I think there's probably a lot of mosquitoes there. I'm pretty used to it because I'm from a place that's hot and humid with also lots of mosquitoes, but I think that they were seriously eating my husband alive. There were lots and lots of delivery drivers, especially during lunchtime. A lot of the delivery drivers will ride their bikes. They have these cool little passageways where they could go up and down the stairs to cross the streets. So it is a little bit hot if you're walking around in the summertime, but it's a perfectly walkable city. However, when we were walking around, I was getting so hot. I was looking for any type of place that we could go inside, and we found this extraordinary, beautiful tea bar. The owner of the tea bar was so generous with her time and so nice. We picked out a green tea for us to drink, and she showed us the traditional way of making the tea and serving the tea. No. That's good. Yeah. and she even taught me. She was a great teacher and very patient, even though I couldn't quite get it. I think I was a bit nervous, so I actually was using my left hand to pour. I think I would have had better luck if I had been using my right hand. But even if I was using my right hand, I have to say that she made it look a lot easier than it actually is. It takes some skill. She told us all about how the tea leaves are picked and sorted and cleaned. There's so much history behind it, and she was so educated. She knew so much. When I asked her when she got into this, she said that she was self-taught and that she read a bunch of books. She also told us all about the health benefits of tea. And I have to say it worked. I was a bit anxious for the day, and as I said, I was pretty hot, a bit concerned about how we were going to spend our time for the rest of the day. And after that experience, I was just like so calm and so ready to do whatever. And this sounds like a simple activity, but really I enjoyed it so much. After we left the tea bar, I wanted to walk close to the water, maybe get some breeze. I found out there wasn't much of a breeze there, but we did find a beautiful park. Now, one thing I always appreciate when I'm traveling is big public spaces. I love a big park with benches and grass by the water. I feel like it's such a great way to spend your time. It's free.
Now we're seeing all the boroughs. It's Bao'an. Some people say district, I don't know. Nanshan Borough, which is where we are currently right now. And that's Futian, where we lived last night, central.
There was some art there were some monuments. That's actually one thing I noticed about Shenzhen, and actually a lot of places in China, is just the amount of public space they have for the people. So great and well kept. Not only public spaces, but malls are pretty big. They have really great malls. And these malls aren't just for shopping, but they have movie theaters, they have nice restaurants, they have game rooms, they have places for kids. And a lot of these restaurants in the mall, they kind of are themed. A lot of the things are very cute. So if you're dying from the heat, just dip into the mall and get some AC and get some good food, and then come back and you'll be all ready to explore again. We also happened upon this really cute little pop-up installation. The marketing was really good because we saw these bunnies, these big giant bunnies. We became really interested in where these bunnies were going, and they were hopping to the big cafe. This place was so cute. We had a lot of fun there. It reminded me of Minnie Mouse's house in Disney World. It did kind of actually have the Disney World kind of theme park feel. Cute little things that you could purchase and food. And they had these really delicious cakes. It just felt really nice to be there. We also went to go eat in a mall. So they even have like pretty nice restaurants in the mall with the white tablecloth and everything. I really like the food in Shenzhen. I tried roasted pigeon. A lot of times when we were in China, we would eat like 2 lunches just so we could try all different types of food. I really love Shenzhen. It's an extremely modern city, a lot of computer automated things, lots of little robots. Overall, I had a really great experience in Shenzhen. Next, I want to tell y'all about Guangzhou. Guangzhou is a sprawling port city in southeast China on the Pearl River. It's also known as the Flower City because there are flowers in bloom all year long. So it's a really lovely place just to walk around and enjoy the fresh air and the weather. Guangzhou has a great balance of nature and park, and also big metropolis city. In Guangzhou, the locals mostly speak Cantonese, which means you'll also be eating Cantonese food too. Like Shenzhen, Guangzhou also has really nice public spaces. They have huge public parks with trees and grass, plants, and all types of places you can sit. Guangzhou was also the first place where I took the bus in China. It was pretty cheap and pretty easy to navigate because the buses that we took all go down one street. I think mall culture is also pretty big there too because it has a subtropical climate, which means it's wet, humid, and hot. So people are gonna be spending their time indoors, especially in the summertime. We went to this like below ground mall. We had to enter through the bus station first, I think, and it was so cool. I've never seen anything like it. It was almost like this amusement park. Everything had a theme and there were like wax figures or something, like mannequins. There were all different types of things to look at, and we were some of the only people in there. I'm thinking that it probably comes alive at night and we were there during the daytime. So we were just on our way somewhere and we ended up spending so much time in this place. We saw some cool cats, we got coconut water. There were actually real live birds in some of the displays. There were so many little trinkets and necklaces and jewelry and clothes that you could buy. I think we were in here well over 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It was so awesome though. I rarely see anything like that that's just open to the public. Guangzhou also has a very unique skyline. If you're going to Guangzhou, you're definitely going to want to take a walk down the river. The building that sticks out the most is the Guangzhou Opera House. It's so beautiful. I wish that we had had time to go there. Unfortunately, time just did not allow it this trip. And of course, Canton Tower. This skyscraper lights up at night and turns into this beautiful light show. We were only able to visit the Canton Tower during the daytime up close, but we were able to see it from a distance lit up in the night sky. We also ate lunch at a mall here in Guangzhou.
4B42.
Oh, this is the conveyor belt place. And y'all, the mall food is not like food court food. They have really nice restaurants and we enjoyed an old traditional style meal. You can also dine on these ferries and boats that will take you on a nice cruise along the river. All right, y'all, those are my thoughts on the city of Shenzhen and Guangzhou. Comment below to let me know if I missed anything. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos where I'll be exploring more Chinese cities, ancient sites, and more of Asia.